And good afternoon. We are coming on the air with breaking news right now out of Florida, where authorities are about to update on that shooting that took place earlier today on Florida State University's campus in Tallahassee. At this hour, NBC News has confirmed at least one person is dead and another is in custody, and at least 6 people are receiving treatment at Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare. The FBI is also responding to the scene along with state and local officials. Authorities say the student union is where this happened and that area around it are still very much active crime scenes. There is a news conference that is set to take place right now. We are watching and monitoring this. As soon as that news conference starts, we're going to take it, and here it is.
My name is Jason Trumbauer, and I'm the Chief of Police at Florida State University. All Florida State University classes and business operations on the main campus in Tallahassee are canceled through Friday, April 18th. Essential employees should check with their supervisors for further reporting instructions. All FSU athletic events in Tallahassee are canceled through Sunday. At approximately 11:50 a.m. Thursday, April 17th, a gunman opened fire on the main campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee, shooting multiple individuals in the vicinity of the Student Union building. FSU police responded immediately, engaged, neutralized, and apprehended the shooter. 2 victims of deceased are deceased, and 5 individuals have been transported to a local hospital with gunshot wounds.
So another one of the 6 has passed away, apparently, and one was already passed away, and they were able to apprehend the shooter. Most of the time, the shooter tries to take their own life, or they try to die by having the police officers take them out. But let's continue to hear what's going on.
The shooter has also been transported to a local hospital. The 2 deceased are not students. The shooter is believed to be a current FSU student. I do not have additional information on the shooter's identity at this time. Students who need assistance can go to the Donald L. Tucker Center, where the university is providing counseling, health care, and other support services. Family members are also able to go to the Tucker Center for assistance. Students, faculty, and staff are asked to call their loved ones as soon as possible to update them on their status. The student union and the surrounding area is still considered an active crime scene. Individuals should avoid the area. Students should not return to the student union to retrieve personal property at this time. Students may return to their residence halls, but they should otherwise stay indoors on main campus to allow first responders and university staff to do their jobs and respond to those needing assistance. Students may depart campus for the weekend. All classes have been canceled through Friday.
Go home, if you can.
Before I turn this over to Chief Revel, I want to thank all the brave men and women of the FSU PD for responding immediately to the scene. I also want to thank the responding agencies who have provided assistance to FSU today big time, including the Tallahassee Police Department, the Leon County Sheriff's Office, the Florida Highway Patrol, Leon County Emergency Medical Services, FDLE, and all other responding agencies today. We really appreciate your support. That's all the information I have at this time. We'll have additional update for you later today.
So let me add additional context. It says that as of the latest, as of the recording this video, 2 people were killed, 6 wounded at Florida State University on Thursday when a student identified as the son of a sheriff's deputy. I don't know what that means. Here, let me share my screen with you guys just so you can see what I'm seeing, and then we can go ahead and go from there. Again, it says 2 people were killed, 6 wounded at Florida State University Thursday when a student identified as the son of a sheriff's deputy opened fire near the student union building, investigators said. 2 people killed in the attack on the campus in Tallahassee were not students. So the 2 people that were taken out were not students, all right? According to law enforcement officials who spoke in an afternoon's news conference. Sheriff Walter McNeil of Leon County says the attacker was a 20-year-old man who was shot and wounded by responding officers after he failed to obey officers' commands. Unfortunately, he had to access one of her weapons She said he had access to one of her weapons, he said, referring to the suspect's mother. So I'm assuming that the whoever it is, maybe there was a sheriff deputy and the person had access to the weapons, which I'm not sure how that comes back to the mother. But it goes on to say investigators identified the attacker as Phoenix Ickner. Chief Lawrence E. Rivel of Tallahassee Police Department said the gunman appeared to have been acting alone. He was armed with a handgun that had once been his mother's service weapon and a shotgun when he was taken into custody. But the chief added it was unclear whether the shotgun had been used in the attack. Gunshots were reported at the Student Union building shortly before noon. The university soon issued a shelter-in-place alert that was lifted at 3:20 p.m., but students were advised to avoid the Student Union at 8 and 8 other buildings, which the university said were still an active crime scene. Gunfire sent the students and the staff seeking cover. A professor, Chris Kautz, said he was baffled as he walked to his car after having sheltered in place. This is the second one I've seen since I've been here. He said, referring to the 2014 shooter in which a gunman wounded 3 people in a library. Officers began evacuating the academic building soon as the shelter-in-place alert went out. Local and state police officers were on campus escorting students from the buildings near the Student Union. University officials canceled all classes, events, and business operations for the rest of the week. All athletic events are canceled through the weekend, and the last day of classes is next Friday. So that is the most recent updated report as of 11 minutes ago. So just to summarize and give y'all some insight on what's going on, it looks as though the 20-year-old who did all of this, not sure whether or not they attended the campus or not, or attended the school. I'm assuming that they did attend the school because they was in the Student Union. The attacker's name is Phoenix Ickner. Phoenix Ick with a K, Ner. And he identified as a deputy's child who also got a shotgun and apparently a handgun and committed all of these heinous crimes. Two of the students that passed away, I'm assuming, again, that they were not students. That is what's being reported. So we're going to just go off the report. Multiple people are hurt and injured. Let me see if we can get anything else out of this press conference before we go ahead and give you my final thoughts.
Chief Revel.
Good afternoon. I am Chief Revel with the Tallahassee Police Department. As the shooting occurred today, our officers, as well as every single other officer in this city and county, responded immediately to this scene. Once on scene and once we began working through what was occurring and what we were working in consultation with FSU, Tallahassee Police Department was asked to take lead on this. So we will be the lead for this investigation, and both the officer involved shooting portion of this as well as the homicide portion of this. I will come up after the last speaker and entertain just a few questions, but needless to say, we have multiple crime scenes. This is a very large area we're covering. We have thousands, hundreds or thousands of witnesses. And again, this is an active, ongoing investigation. So the information that we will be allowed to release right now may be fairly limited. I'll answer what I can at that time. But I will assure you that as soon as we can, any information that becomes available, we will make that available to you. One of the things in the process, and again, understand that this is an ongoing active investigation. So things are happening as we are standing here and as we are speaking. We have identified the shooter, obviously. He's at the hospital.
Thanks for watching.
So, long story short, there is somebody that is wild and crazy, and thank God I went to school at the time that I went to school because we didn't have to deal with any of this nonsense. But I will keep you guys updated. Condolences to all of the families. It sounds as though maybe he knew the people who he attacked, and it just went left from there. So again, condolences to the family. I'm gonna keep you guys updated and informed on what's going on as it's released. I love you. I appreciate you. Hold your loved ones tight and live every day like it's your last.